Hi guys, I'm Saumya and I'm back again with another video. I hope you're all well and safe. So I make a lot of bookish content on my channel. So if you are new here and if you want to be a book lover, then do hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click on the bell icon. So December is finally here and the winter season is upon us, and in today's video I am going to talk about my experience with It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, which is a romance novel, and this is also a novel that had been on my radar for the longest time ever, as this is one of those really popular books that people had been recommending that I check out. So I was quite excited to get into it and also a little bit nervous, because usually the titles that I tend to go for are the ones that have a different primary genre, and romance is always like a subgenre, and it had been quite some time since I had gotten into a title that had romance as the primary genre, but I had my hopes high because It Ends With Us has great reviews. Anyway, I listened to this one as an audiobook on the Storytel app, and in addition to It Ends With Us, Storytel has other popular romance titles as well that you can listen to this Christmas, and you can get the 1-year subscription of the Storytel app at 50% off. The usual price is INR 2,999, but right now you can get the annual subscription of Storytel at half this price. So what are you waiting for? Avail this amazing offer from the link in the description. And now let's begin the review of It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. So this is the story of Lily Bloom, who lives in Boston, and after quitting her job, she starts her own business of selling flowers. So Lily meets Ryle, who is a handsome neurosurgeon, but Ryle is completely averse to dating and love, but somehow Lily turns out to be an exception to this rule. So as Lily and Ryle's relationship starts developing, Lily's first love, Atlas Corrigan, turns up in her life. When Lily was 15, she had helped Atlas as he had been homeless at that time and they had fallen in love. Now his sudden reappearance in her life complicates her situation with Ryle. So on one hand, we get to know about Lily and Ryle's story in the present, and on the other hand, we get to know about Lily and Atlas's past through her diary entries that she had addressed to the popular TV show host Ellen DeGeneres. And the one thing that is very obvious and very clear right from the start is that Lily is a very likable character, because she is so kind and helpful and you can't help noticing it, and you love her right from the start. So this audiobook has been narrated by Olivia Song, and I must say that her narration was absolutely wonderful. Her voice is really sweet, and the way she expressed the various emotions of the characters through her voice acting was effective and impressive. In terms of what I felt about this story, for me this book was a total roller coaster of emotions, because on one hand, this is a romance novel and it had all the elements of a cute mushy romance, but on the other hand it also was dealing with a rather sensitive and a triggering topic of domestic violence. So it was like I was getting to know about Lily's heaven and hell in the same story, and these were two extremes, and because of that it took me quite some time to wrap my head around that, because it was like I was constantly swinging between smiling and feeling triggered. But as a result of that, what happened was that I was hooked to the story right till the end, but overall this was a little bit unsettling, I'm not gonna lie. So the length of this audiobook is 11 hours, but my preferred speed of listening to an audiobook is 1.25, and as a result of that, the length of this audiobook became 9 hours, and I would listen to it for 1.5 hours every single day while doing my chores around the house, like cleaning my space and washing the dishes. This story stirs a lot of emotions, and it is safe to say that this is a cry-worthy story. It deals with love as an emotion, it deals with love as a strength, love as a weakness, and on the whole, there is a clear portrayal of the fact that loving someone is complicated, and yet it is in the same love that one should find the courage to do the right thing. This story has been narrated by Lily in first person, and I was legit living her emotions with her. Her mental dialogues and her inner conflict made me empathize with her, and each and every character in this book aside from Lily contributed to her story for me, because she was the main focus. I am anyway not that keen on talking about other characters as such, because the way this story pans out, talking too much about them would mean spoiling it for you. And I don't want to do that. I would like you to discover those characters yourselves. So in case of Lily's character, I feel that her reactions and her experiences eclipsed the presence of other characters. At least that was my experience with this story. So I did not get bored even once while listening to this audiobook. Every single day I would set a sleep timer of 1 hour 30 minutes on the Storytel app, and the audiobook would automatically stop playing after that time was up. Talking about the lighter aspect of this story, it does have quite a few intimate scenes, as you can expect from a romance novel. So sometimes these scenes were definitely cute, but other times I wished that they'd get over soon because they would get a little too detailed for my comfort. So I had downloaded this audiobook on the Storytel app, and I mostly listened to it in the offline mode. And after you have finished listening to an audiobook on Storytel, you can review it using the emoji review feature, and there are quite a few emojis to choose from to help you express your thoughts on the audiobook better. It Ends With Us by COLLEEN Hoover is a story that is both beautiful and heart-wrenching. It gave me bittersweet feelings, but at the same time it kept me engaged. Also, the title It Ends With Us made total sense, and honestly it turned out to be a lot deeper than I had assumed. I got into a romance story after a long time, and I'm very glad to say that it was not frivolous and definitely had substance. So if you want to go through a roller coaster of emotions, then definitely this is a book that you can check out. So guys, don't forget to check out It Ends With Us by COLLEEN Hoover on Storytel, and in addition to this title, Storytel also has other popular romance titles that you can check out. And don't forget to avail the 50% discount on the 1-year subscription of Storytel. The link is in the description box. So that was it for today's video, guys. I hope you found my review useful. If you want to connect with me on my social media, the links are in the description. I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and stay safe.